everyone. What's up? How's it going? Okay. Hi, Root. How's it going? Hi, Richindy. Hi, Runaway Pigeon. How are you guys doing? How's your day been? Thank God it's Friday, eh? Hello, loud voice. Thanks. I'm just gonna grab some. Hello, the Egg of Hope. And hello, Rhino. I'm gonna be making some Varenyky, which is more known to the outside world as pierogi. We're gonna be making them from scratch. I will also be making some pelmeni, just because same thing but different. same but different. Thank you, Miller. Hey. But yeah, that's what we have the plan for tonight. Hi. Yeah, it's kind of cold in LA today, and my heat has been off all day, so it's gonna take a while for this to heat up. So I figured I'll wear something a little more long sleeve and long pant. I don't know. Thank you, Snakey. Hello, Toast. Hello, Box Patrol. Welcome, everyone. Tell me how your Friday's going. Thank you, Raven. And hello, Gord. It's like comfy, but not fully homeless. Usually I just live in the same sweatshirt for the most part. Thank you. Yep. Lindsay. That's what it is. I might make that sometime in the future. They're actually quite easy to make. Little fiddly, because like you have to make each crepe, but not that difficult to make. So I might make it on stream sometime. They also are very versatile because you can use them for Lindsay. You can use them for meat. You can use them for cheese. You can use them for dessert. I personally make them with salmon and cream cheese. They come out delicious. Thank you, Hype. Nice. Hey, sometimes you need it. Sometimes it's important to do so. No, but it is tie-dyed, yeah. Yes. Lindsay, not today. Today we're making Varenyky, which I'm going to be making with cabbage. Thank you, Vander. Now these are the same knives I've been using. I just got a bigger one this time. This is the one I've been using. I got a bigger one because I need to dice up a cabbage, which requires a larger tool. So, yeah. So we're gonna make Varenyky with cabbage and pelmeni with beef and pork mixture. Thank you, Snake, for continuing your sub. Vander, leave it alone. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna take a little while. Hi Dave V, I'm okay. It's gonna take a little while because we have to make the dough, and then we have to make the stuffing, and then we have to like actually make each individual pirog, Varenyky. So I do Witcher on Wednesdays. Hello Pedro, how's it going? I do Witcher on Wednesdays, and I do cooking on Fridays, and I do sub Sundays and Sundays. Other than that, it's whatever God sends us. Yeah. Except they're both gold, not silver. I love these knives, they're so pretty. So pretty. Cheers, Melisterin. Well, I use the little one for about everything except for cabbage, which is what I'm about to do. Let's not do this one. So while the water is still warm, it has to be warm to dissolve some salt in it. I'm going to try to have some kind of a resemblance of measure here. There we go. Now it's going. But not much. Teaspoon, really? And about 1 cup of water. Has to be warm. Thank you, Chindi. Oh, it will cut. Okay. It will cut. Thank you. Alright, so then we're gonna dump out this boy. I think that should be enough. Ooh, hello. Yeah, looks about right. I do have a whole other pack of flour. Thank you, Toast. In case this isn't enough. So I have the flour. I'm gonna make like a little dip in there. And I'm going to grab, it's over here, grab an egg. Actually, let me grab the trash first. Bring it over here. Might as well. Hello. Welcome, Jason. Then I'm gonna grab an egg. And I'm gonna break an egg. Plastic bowl, pardon me. All right. So I broke it right into the middle of that little dip. Thank you, Root, for continuing your sub. I'm going to go ahead and start mixing the egg a little bit with the flour. Thank you, Hype! Woo! And then I'm going to start pouring in water slowly, bit by bit, and still mixing the dough. Remember, we put some salt in the water. So we're starting with the dough because once I make it, I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it rest for about 30 minutes. I don't really know why the fuck the dough has to rest, but it says it has to rest, so we're gonna let it rest, you know. Like, who am I to deprive poor dough of rest that it requires? As somebody who slept only 3 hours last night, I can tell you that if somebody requires rest, I'm not gonna take it from them. It's kind of difficult for me to show it because it's all the way over there. But what exactly are you trying to? What exactly do you want to know about the stove? It works with any other stove. You just turn it on and it gets hot. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my hand and just kind of both hands even. Just gonna give it a nice little massage. You know, nice little massage for my dough because we want it to be nice and relaxed before it rests. We have to kind of squeeze it and rub it and toss it around. That's just a good life advice for you. Have you ever seen a lighter? Same principle. Gas starts going, and then it makes a spark, and then the gas gets lit, and it looks exactly like a lighter, just bigger. Dang it, Miller! So that's a good point, actually. I don't have Reese's peanut butter cups, otherwise I would have experimented. Perhaps, but Varenyky can be actually made with about anything that comes to mind. My personal favorites have always been Varenyky with cabbage. I don't know why. That's just my favorite. I also quite like Varenyky with potato, with mushrooms. My grandma used to make them with cheese. You can make them with berries. Sometimes we would make them with cherries. Sometimes we make them with strawberries. They come out as dessert. You just want to add some sugar to the dough in that case if you want to make dessert Varenyky. Aaron, I can't. The stove is all the way over there. The camera is all the way over here. I really can't. I would have, but I can't. So cabbage is Ukrainian staple, that is true. But cabbage is good. But also, I mean, broccoli is cabbage, really. It's just a type of cabbage. Cauliflower is a type of cabbage. Brussels sprouts is a type of cabbage. Yes, Pedro. Yes, I mean tvarog. I just don't really know how to say it in English. Mueller, is there a name for it in English? I mean, look, I think if you experiment around and figure out how to make it work, anything can work. Thank you, Vander. Yes, of course it is a green screen. What else can it be? So it's getting nice and consistent. Thank you, David Corey. Hello, how are you doing? You know what? I used to think that too, Enigma, but lately I've been giving it a chance, and it's actually not too bad. Don't tell anyone I said that. Thank you, Bart's Maria. Thank you. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like a type of cottage cheese. Okay, so we got a nice little klobok, which we're going to plop back into here and cover it with a towel. Don't ask. I just know how my grandma did it. Now we have to let it rest. Dang it, Vander! Just steaming it and turning it into mashed potatoes, basically. thank you, 100 Dog, for continuing your sub. Right. Yeah, we have to be quiet because the dough is chilling. I'm actually gonna like take this dough and put it over here so it's not in my way. Over here, where you can't see, is my dining room. All right. So now, we're going to start on the stuffing. So also what I'm going to put inside the Varenyky, you can also easily just eat it by itself. Something called tushona kapusta, which is a common dish in Ukraine where you just kind of saute cabbage with some veggies, and it comes out quite delicious. Don't ask. Again, my grandma always took off the top layer of the cabbage for some reason. I guess there's like a wives' tale that all the like bad stuff, all the toxins in the cabbage is something going into the top layer. Oh, there's another wives' tale too back home. Allegedly, at least that's what people believed in Ukraine. Older people, that is. I don't think anybody who's young believes this. But allegedly, if a girl were to eat a lot of cabbage, she'd grow big tatas. Hey, thank you, Bender, for gifting 5 subs. Yeah, I used to be able to do this like professional. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it like a normal person. Excuse me, hype? Excuse me, what are you saying, hype? What do you mean not enough? What are you trying to say over here, buddy? I know, but it's just for the cabbage that I use the bigger knife. Other than the cabbage, I always use a small knife for everything. I could use a small knife for this too, it's just faster. Does it apply to men too? I guess not. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe men grow moves. But yeah, that's the wife's tale. No, that would be ta-da. Not ta-ta. Ta-ta is a British goodbye in some cases. I don't know how much. I don't know how much dough I'm gonna have. No. No special weekend plans. Hello, Fafnir. Something like that, hype. basically you want to dice the cabbage up kind of thin. You don't want any of the pieces to be too large or overwhelming. Delicious. The thickest parts of the leaf are the juiciest ones, and they're the ones I'm eating. I think that's good. I don't wanna, or should I? Alright, I guess I'll do it. What am I gonna do with a quarter of a cabbage left? Might as well just cut it up. I just feel like I'm gonna have too much cabbage, but you know, what can you do? What's fake? I don't even know what they're talking about, Fafnir. I don't know. Hang on. Gotta eat a bunch of big ones. Thank you, Toast. It would. Hey, thank you, Sid, for gifting a sub. If you couldn't tell, I quite enjoy cabbage. It's delicious. It's not lettuce, it's cabbage. Raw cabbage is the best cabbage. Okay. Right. Well, Hype, now that you said that I haven't eaten enough cabbage for my tatas. Me too, Jessica, thank you. Maybe I got self-conscious and now I'm trying to get enough cabbage. No, but actually this part is like the crunchiest and the tastiest. Hey, shush it. Alright, I'll have more of this later. Let's focus on cooking. So now I have all this fucking cabbage, which is way too much cabbage, but as I said, you can eat it as is without putting in the Varenyky. So I'm just gonna save whatever is not gonna fit and then eat it tomorrow for lunch or whatever. So now we're gonna take some carrots and we're gonna grate them up on the big, I don't know what this is called, the large whole side. Chernobyl blender. Yep, absolutely, I could Hype. Indeed, soup. Those are great carrots. That was more than 20K. You know, a while ago, I was browsing Twitter. Don't tell anyone. It was a while ago, it was a couple years ago. And I came across this model. And she was hot. And then I realized that her tatas were fake. And even though I'm not intending to get fake tatas, I still messaged her and asked her for her surgeon info, just in case, you know? You wanna have that information for future reference, you know? If you ever need it. I don't know. You know? Like, what if I need it sometime? Actually, I know a lot of people go to Turkey for plastic surgeries currently. At least in Europe. True. So I'm gonna just toss this in with the cabbage. All right. Now, we need to cut up about, oh, I got an itch on my face. We need to cut up about half an onion. We're gonna use the other half an onion for something else. And then some garlic, and then we can start making this. I think you still can if they're naked. Or at least I still can. You know what? Color is a topic that trips me up. Because, and this may sound very dumb to you, because it might be a very dumb thought. I don't know. What am I, a genius? But, how do we know that everybody sees orange the same? You know, how do we know that blue is blue for everyone? Yeah. Like, obviously we all know that carrots are orange. But what if they look different for everyone? Like, what if your orange does not look the same as my orange? I don't know, Toast. Maybe I don't exist. Perception of color and other deep thoughts with Emily Bloom. Welcome to my show. How do we know that we taste things the same? Like, what if milk chocolate tastes completely different to me than it does to you because of my different taste buds? How do we know? I'm having an existential crisis. Alright, so if I can open this. Oh, I can. I'm I'm going to put some olive oil into a skillet. I'm going to turn on this stove. I would rather it wasn't planted into my mind, honestly. There's some shitty stuff happening, and that has happened in the world. We already done that. Toast. Silly. Have you? Have you? Fucking garlic artillery over here. Have you? Have you smashed an egg on your forehead? How do I know the egg is real? Because I can feel it. I can feel it in my soul. Alright. But how do you know that the forehead upon the egg, upon which the egg breaks, how do you know that it's real? No, I don't know. We're getting a little crazy over here, but that was a serious question though. Like, how do we know that our perceptions match? We don't, you know? So they might not. So maybe to you orange looks like orange, and to me it looks like blue, and I have no idea. Because we all know that carrots are orange, so that's what orange is for me. Oh, you don't need to cause existential crisis in me. I already have it. I've been having an existential crisis since like the age of 8, so it's ongoing. Ugh! I'll let you know if it ever ends. Garlic smells so good. One of these days I'm gonna remember to order a garlic press on Amazon. But that day is not today. Alright. Now we're going to roast up some onion and garlic. Oh, it smells so good. Are you kidding me? Roasted onion and garlic? That's like the best smell in existence. Now I'm going to drop the carrots in, or most of them. I'm going to give them a little roasting as well. portions. And then I'll add more. So Varenyky, for those of you who don't know, it's pierogi. I don't know, I think pierogi is like the Polish name for them. And this is what they're known as here, at least. But in Ukraine, traditionally, they're called Varenyky, and it is a Ukrainian dish. This bitch. Meanwhile, ooh, I'll show you something in a little bit. Once I'm done with that, so this is tomato paste. So far, I got onion, garlic, cabbage, and some carrots sauteing on my stove. This is a lot of fucking cabbage, you guys. I'm gonna eat it a whole week. I'm gonna cover it again, let it cool down a little more. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of chicken broth and add it. Just about half a cup. It will help keep everything moist. I'm going to cover it, let it keep cooking a little bit longer. Now, how am I going to show you that? BRB. All right, check it out. There. This is my future little herb garden. Yes. Varenyky do freeze really well. So once you make them, you have to first freeze them on a tray, laid out individually, and then once they're frozen, you can just toss them in the bag and keep them in the freezer and just cook a couple at a time whenever you feel like it. No. I got dill, cilantro, basil, rosemary, parsley, mint, cherry tomatoes, stuff like that. I don't smoke weed. It should. I mean, in theory, maybe, but I don't know if they're gonna like survive the shipping, you know? I just started last week, so it's just peeking through. I'll post pictures on this for later. Oh, over here. Okay, we're gonna pay some attention to our cooking cabbage. Stir it. It's looking good. I'm going to put some garlic powder, some smoked paprika, and some salt. Mix it up. Now, this next step is my grandma's little secret, okay? And it's not really that much of a secret, but not every recipe is going to tell you about it. So we're going to take some sauerkraut. It's about a third of a jar, and we're going to dump it out together with the juice. Mix it in nicely. We want there to be a lot less sauerkraut than actual cabbage, and I mean the fresh cabbage, but we want it to be mixed in properly so there's a little bit everywhere. In every bite, there's a little piece. She did, who cares? No, she was, she enjoyed sharing her recipes and teaching people. Hi, Les. The only thing we have to add still is the tomato paste. I'm just waiting for everything to cook down a little bit and together. I do enjoy sharing recipes as well, yes. I think I enjoy food, and I think food brings happiness to people. Yeah, of course I can hear the music too. I'm not deaf. I mean, I think most people do, except for Rose McGowan, apparently. How do I open this, though? Okay. There we go. There we go. So, I'm going to add some of this tomato paste. About 2 spoonfuls. I'm going to try to do my best to mix it in nicely. Somewhere between medium and low, and we're going to like let it sit there for, set a timer for 10 minutes. There we go. Now, while that's happening, we're gonna prep the stuffing for pelmeni, because we're making both. That one has no meat, no. This one's gonna have meat. We're gonna make 2 different ones. We're gonna make Varenyky and pelmeni. So we're gonna get a pound of beef. And a pound of technically ground pork, but you know, it's sausage. Oh wow, this is in the bag. It's a bag inside a bag. Where are the scissors? It's so low. I don't know where the scissors are. Are they here? Nope. Are they here? No. Are they here? Also no. Oh, this is annoying. Whatever, who needs scissors? I have knives. Yeah, so it's pork and beef, or sausage and beef rather. They did not have ground pork. Now we're going to cut up the rest of this onion, or even actually, because we need, basically you need to get it also ground. I don't have a way to get it ground, so I'm gonna just go on this small grater. We raised and donated 27, I think, 100 or something on here, and then also more elsewhere, so total about 4,000. Woo! Oh! Oh! This is agony. Sing mode. Червону руту не шукай вечорами, ти у мене єдина, тільки ти. Наче быстрая вода синих. That's a Ukrainian song, but been a while since I heard it or sang it. Thank you, Soup. A dramatic performance? Okay, hang on. Let me like actually get a whiff of this onion properly. Because I've been avoiding it. On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. Oh, my arm is tired. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I'm grading it because I'm supposed to like, I don't know what you call the machine that grounds the meat, but normally you would ground the meat yourself and then you would also ground the onion. I don't have that machine. It's called мясорубка, but I don't know what it's called in English. Meat grinder? Yeah, I guess. I guess that makes sense. I do love Les Mis. Thank you, thank you. Woo! I love him, and every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending without him. Soul-wrenching performance. Oh wow, I love Les Mis. Les Mis was the first musical I've seen on Broadway, and hurts my eyes. Yeah, I think it's, for me, like my favorite movie musical is Chicago. My favorite Broadway musical is Les Mis. Okay, hang on, I can't do this anymore. I'm kidding. I can do it. I shan't give up. Somebody in my musical class did baptize me as their exam, and it was hilarious, from the Book of Mormon. I actually did on my own as my exam, but I did also, what was it called? Little Shop of Horrors, I think. It was the one where it goes, I know Seymour's the greatest, but I'm dating a semi-sadist, and my arm's in a cast, and I got a black eye. That one. Yes. That one. I don't really remember it very well. I did a couple of musicals back home. I haven't done a musical in America yet. I love to, but... Oh, nice, Bender. I did a panine. And I did Roxy in school. Roxy Hart. The musicals I did in Ukraine were out of school. I mean, were generally not famous. I only auditioned for one musical since being in LA. It was the Game of Thrones, the musical. I auditioned initially for, I want to say Daenerys, but they brought me back in for Sansa. But I didn't like Sansa, so I kind of bombed it. Not like I didn't bomb it, but I didn't like try very hard. Phantom's good. I saw Phantom in Pantages actually here in LA. Whew. Thank you for the raid, Gab Assassinator. I'm crying because of the onion. Oh my god. Oh, this is torturous. I'm crying. There was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft, and their words were inviting. There was a time when love was blind, and the world was a song, and the song was exciting. There was a time that it all went wrong. Dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hopes were high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. She's a little too high for me. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers came at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dreams to shame. Yeah, I think she did a fantastic job in that role. Kidding me? I think Anne Hathaway is a fantastic actress in general. Okay, we're not gonna have any Anne Hathaway slander in here, okay? She's great. I love her. Hello, Alanti. This is a little torturous, not gonna lie. But it's gonna be worth it. Because I'm getting all the juices out of this onion and into this meat. Oh yeah, I have heard that actually, Bender. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Russell Crowe did particularly horribly, but I think there are better castings out there. Yeah, that's true. She could have had more screen time, but she got a supporting for it, so, you know. It's not like she got a lead actress Oscar for it. That'd be weird. For Les Mis. Okay, it's getting difficult. It's falling apart. All right, that should do it, I think. Yeah. So by the way, the same thing you have to do with the onion for dumplings or Varenyky, however you call it. Now we're gonna mix it in. We have pork and beef here, I remind you. And some grated onion. No, that's not a one-person option. Portion, sorry. Both Varenyky and pelmeni freeze very well. So basically, however many I make, I'm going to eat them for a month. Because I'm just going to toss them in the freezer. Like, I'm going to cook some today, but I'm going to toss the rest in the freezer and then just make them whenever. Because like once you have them made and frozen, it takes about 10 minutes to make them. So it's like one of the most convenient things you can have in your freezer. Okay, so I'm gonna toss some salt in there. Too. Never a bad idea to toss in some garlic and some paprika. Smoked paprika. You can also grind bell pepper into your stuffing for pelmeni as well. Again, I don't have a meat grinder, so I decided to just go with onion. All right. Woo! Okay, we got this guy. trying to keep stuff tidy. Going to get our dough out. We gotta get our cabbage out. This is what it looks. Oh, jeez. This is what it looks like. Smells really good. Cheers to you. Hello, Gabo Assassinator. Mods, can we give a shout out for the raid to Gabo? Okay, so now we just need this to cool down. It has to be cool for it to go into the Varenyky. It's gotta be cool, guys. It's gotta be cool. Meanwhile, what we need to do here is make this into like a long sausage. Kind of mostly just stretch it and shape it. I know this looks a little sus. Looks a little sus. To dump water over my head. Food? I'm not gonna waste food. All right, so we have this whole sausage boy. It's long and sausagey. Varenyky is just a Ukrainian name, pierogi is Polish. I don't think there's actually any difference. Hey, thank you super for gifting a sub. Wait, Nightbot ran out again? God damn. All right, so we're gonna cut it up into like little bits like this, like this. I'm gonna cut up a few, like 5. I'm gonna set the sausage aside. You have to keep it covered with the towel, otherwise it gets, I don't know, winded, whatever. I don't know how to say it in English, but just trust me, you have to keep it covered. And then we're gonna just roll these out into little circlets. Like so. While our cabbage is cooling down, we're going to make, hang on. How good. I'm going to set them on this for now. We're going to make some pelmeni. So we're going to use the meat. So you take about this much, like a mini little baby meatball. You put it inside there. You pinch it all around. And then you pinch it again and let it just like twist, because you don't want these to fall apart once you start cooking them. So you have to like pinch them in multiple dimensions. Yeah, like that. And then you, for pelmeni, we're gonna pinch them together like this to make them round, because that's how pelmeni are. Boom. One little beautiful pelmeni. Get it? They don't have to be like perfectly round either, because you're gonna pinch them up anyway. Like so. And you pinch them together. Boom. You understand? Yes, you have to pinch them in 3-dimensional and 4-dimensional space. You have to go to an alternative universe and pinch them there too. This is a little bit stickier than it should be, but not a problem, not to worry. The biggest issue that usually happens with these is if when you start boiling them, they open and fall apart. You don't want that to happen, and that's why you have to like pinch them this way, and you have to like twist and pinch them, and then just fucking threaten them to find and kill their family, you know? And then they will not open up, they'll keep their secrets. Boom. Thank you, Miller. Did you know that you can rotate a left shoe in 3-dimensional space in a way that gets you a right shoe? I suppose. I'm not that smart. Yeah, khinkali, gyoza, ravioli, varenyky, pelmeni, like pierogi. Pretty much every single culture does, and they're all pretty much the same thing anyway. So you can kind of make whatever the hell you want with the same skill set and a slightly different recipe. Something stuffed inside a dough is a pretty basic recipe, I suppose. So these, again, the prep obviously takes forever because you have to make every single one individually. But that being said, once you make them, assuming you make a lot, you can freeze them and then they can last you like months. And once they're frozen in your fridge and ready to go, all you have to do is just toss them in a boiling water for like 7 minutes and they're done. So these are like actually a very convenient food to prep, and they're delicious too. So for example, my grandma and I would sit down on the weekend and just knock out like 100 of those once a month or so. More than 100 actually. And then like just eat those whenever like she didn't have time to make a meal. Yes, you can boil them. You can boil them and then fry them. You can boil them, and if you didn't finish them, you can save them in your fridge and fry them the next day. They're actually like quite universal and delicious. And as a varenyk, which is what we're gonna make with the cabbage, you can make them with just about anything. Like we made them with cottage cheese, I guess, quote unquote. We made them with potato, with cabbage, with mushrooms. with cherries, with strawberries, like literally sky's the limit. You can like just do whatever the hell you want. It works with everything and it's delicious with everything. Okay, I need some, this is not coming out because I need some flour, otherwise it's sticking. Хорошо, Тетра, будем говорить по-русски. Что тебе надо? Я делаю пельмени и вареники. Вареники с капустой, пельмени с мясом, понятное дело, с свининой и говядиной. Осанка проверена, Вила. Нет шоколада, есть пельмени. So, yes, you can make them as a dessert. You just want to tweak the dough and add a little bit of sugar into the dough itself. Vanilla sugar, perhaps. You can make the dough with sour cream to make it like richer on its own. You can... Answering the question about seasons, yes, we would usually make the berry ones in summer when the berries were fresh. Making them slightly smaller because these came out really big. And then, you know, we would usually make the veggie ones in winter and, you know, colder seasons. Usually either cherries or strawberries, but we made them with raspberries, we made them with blueberries, we made them with blackberries. I think cherry Varenyky were my favorite out of the berry ones. You just have to remember that if the more sour the berry naturally, the more you have to like add sugar to the recipe. Hey, thank you Bonagang Native for the raid. Can we get a shout out, mods? Welcome, Raiders. Yes, you can make them with apples, and I mean, honestly, like literally, you can make them with anything. Anything I've made Varenyky with before has been good. Like some things just work better than others, but I'm sure that if you like had the patience to like make something multiple times and like tweak the recipe a little bit, you'd probably get it to where it's just as fantastic with whatever it is you want it with. Ah, stupid. It's like there's a weird balance because if I add too much flour to it so it doesn't stick to the board, then it's a lot harder to make it like stick to itself and close it. You know? So it's like a tricky balance. Also, the good thing about anything you may put inside your pelmeni or varenyky, like for example, if I have leftover meat, all I really have to do is add an egg and some Parmesan. And I have meatballs, and I can just make meatballs and freeze them and have them, you know. And for the cabbage, if that's left over and I don't have enough dough for it, that's also fine because I can just eat it straight up as is, and it's actually quite delicious that way. Well, the good thing, toast, is that you can try and find out. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it's, once you've done it a couple of times, hype, you develop like a feeling of what's the correct amount, you know? So it like tastes good and whatnot. I'm not really trying to make these very pretty. Ooh, that one broke. Why'd you break, baby? Okay, there we go. It's just been like a while since I've made these, so it's like trying to remember how to do it. Pasha checked. Thank you. You honestly don't even have to roll them necessarily. You can just kind of do this with your hands. It's pretty easy. Yeah, you can put a little piece of dough as long as it sticks, or you can just even like stick more flour into the hole. It's actually kind of faster. Instead of rolling them. Yeah, again, this stage of making every single one of them takes a while, and it gets quite frustrating, especially when you're making for like the whole family, because like I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This one's 12, right? And it like, it's a lot. I've made a whole 12 of them. That's enough to like feed 1.5 person. Like an adult and a child, maybe. Maybe not even an adult, depending on the appetite of the said adult. So, it's a little bit labor intensive at this stage. But, again, that being said, once you have a bunch of those in your freezer, this is like the simplest, most delicious meal you can have, because it takes you literally 10 minutes to just whoop it up. Ooh! Yeah, these are like on the bigger side. The commercial ones are smaller. So for like commercial ones, I'll usually go for 10 when I'm like having lunch for myself. But these are larger, so I'd say like for me, maybe like 7, 8 is just right. I'm also not making them like super beautiful either, because I'm trying to be done with this today. If that makes any sense. Okay, hang on. Gotta move these over slightly. So I can fit more on this plate. I'll post the recipe in Discord. It's pretty straightforward. It's like, okay, hang on. I guess rolling them makes them a little bit more even. Just takes a little bit longer. Ooh, hello! All right, now I'll go to the trash. There we go. Boom. Bye, Fafnir. Have a good night. This cooled down? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make a couple of Varenyky, and I know I'm gonna cook some, and then I'm gonna eat some, and then I'm gonna make the rest offline probably, because this is gonna take me like the rest of the night. Kind of, yeah, it's kind of a little baby pancake. And then you stuff it with stuff. Take some stuff and you stuff it. Oh yeah. This is very much just like, you know, checking in with your granny time, talking shit about your classmates. But we would spend like hours on weekends making these. It was rewarding though, because after we would make these, we would have a delicious treat in the fridge ready to be cooked anytime. You can make, yeah, you can stuff them with jam. You can stuff them with fresh berries. You can stuff them with jam. Again, like with these, you can literally do whatever you want. I have yet to find something that that made sense, that didn't taste good. Obviously, like if you put, I don't know, like a weird combination of something. I don't know. Like just don't put anything weird together that you wouldn't put together otherwise. Other than that, it works. Some with the cabbage as well. Again, I have plenty of dough left, so I'm gonna keep making these until tomorrow probably, but I just wanna, you know, I don't wanna keep you here all night, so. I'm gonna make some. That was a lot of cabbage. But it's okay, we'll make it work. And this is a varenyk, or pierogi, however you want to call them. I don't have space for them. If you care enough to go slow or make these enough times to like have your fingers develop the skill, you can make them very pretty looking. I'm not making them very pretty looking, but they'll taste good nonetheless. Ooh. Yeah, we've been sitting at 14 and a half for a little while now. I'm gonna pop these in the freezer for a moment. Alright. What sounds good? Caramel, peanut butter, and banana. Never tried that, but probably would work too. I don't know about that one. Toast. I don't know about that one. Oh shit! That's awesome, Eric. See? I believed in her. Thank you, Soup. I got it. Thank you, Toast. I disagree. The hell is that? Woo! Shit! What did I do? There we go. It didn't tell me who put the sticker on. Is it you, Miller? Thank you, Miller.
Notice me, senpai.
I'm noticing. Hey, thank you, Hype. I'm noticing, everyone. Starting to get a hang of it. Shape-wise. Hey, we're one person away from a home train. Thanks, James. Thank you, Miller. That was hype. That was hype as fuck. Hey, thank you guys for gifting a sub. Whew, I am tired, but it's okay. I knew this was gonna be a little bit of a bitch. But I'm making it for you guys so you can know how to make it. You can learn it. You can't say that Emily never showed us how to make pierogi. So the one I'm using right now is basically sauteed cabbage with some onions and garlic and tomato paste, essentially. I also made some pomini, which is beef and pork. Thank you, Hype.
Choose me?
Oh, cute. Thank you, Hype. Well, people ask me though. Like, I've had a couple people say that I should make Varenyky. If I didn't always like come up with what to cook the day of, or the day before, I guess, it would have been a little bit better because I would be able to be here on time instead of running to a grocery store last moment. But, you know, that's just asking to, like, not be me or something. Thank you, Toast. Thank you, Hype. Why cringe? Oh. Thank you, guys. Do, 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 do. Why fail? Oh, I broke it. No! Thank you, Soup. Gotta make a little patch and hope it doesn't fall off. I broke it after he did the fail. No, I mean, I'm in a rush to finish these, or at least to finish enough of them to cook them. So we'll see how these come out. I'm starting to make them smaller and smaller. Hey, thank you, Dark Matter, for continuing your sub. Woo-hoo! 11 months. God damn. You're not tired of me yet? Good, good. Glad to hear that. Hey, 69%. Nice. You choose me? Oh, it's a cute one.
Choose me?
Yeah, that one. Thank you, Hope. Can you believe that I've, in the past, just made these? Just cuz? On my own volition? Like, what a psychopath thing to do. I guess, I don't know. I don't know where that's from, but it's cute. I know, right? I mean, again, if you make these regularly, you kind of like get your skill going, and then you don't even have to pay attention to them. Because like my grandma would just like watch TV and bang these out, right? But I'm not my grandma, and I don't make these nearly often enough. I usually buy them frozen. They're sold in most grocery stores, I think, at least here in America. I don't know, I guess it depends on where you are. Obviously they're sold in Ukraine, or they were. Okay. Gonna make like 5 more, and then I'm gonna pop these in the freezer and then make them. And then I'm gonna wrap it up, and then I'm gonna oh god, and then I'm gonna complete the rest off stream. Hey! Hello, Dennis. Thank you. Well, they're called pierogi here. And I don't think I've ever seen them called Varenyky in America. They're called pierogi because they're the Polish version, even though I don't really, can't really tell that it's much different than the Ukrainian version. So, same. Well, I mean, depends. Depends on how many you eat in one sitting. As I said, generally speaking, for the commercial ones, like the smaller ones, I'll usually go like 9, 10 at a time. For the larger ones that like I make myself, they'll last me a little longer because I only eat like 6, 7. It's an interesting name. Russian ravioli. Ravioli is Italian, though. I know it's quite similar. Literally, like, every cuisine has a version of this. Which is why I'm saying, learn to make these and you can make any counterpart from around the world. Just different stuffing and different sauces. Who was, Rob? One of my favorite things, I haven't been to the local Eastern European market, but in a while, I mean, but one of my favorite things when I go there is when, like, while I'm there, an American wanders in, like, not knowing what to get, and then they ask for suggestions, and I'm like, well, let me tell you about all of these foods that we have in this beautiful deli. I don't even work there. I could. Oh, pierogies, yeah. These could be prettier, frankly, but I am a little spent. If you're on the East Coast or if you frequent New York, I highly recommend checking out Restaurant Weselka. It is on the 9th and 2nd, I want to say. And it is a very solid Ukrainian restaurant. Like, actually run by Ukrainian immigrants. And they have a lot of, like, really delicious Ukrainian dishes. So, you always wanted to try some. Never knew where to go. And if you're ever in New York, highly recommend. Oh my god, just like video call me on Discord next time you're in the Russian market. Hype. Alright. Boom. Here. Boom. A little ugly, but as long as they don't fall apart, they work. Jesus. Just give it a couple of minutes. And we should be good to go. I still have a lot of dough. I can't watch it right now, Rob. You can send it to me on Discord if you'd like. Whew. What's up, everyone? How we doing? I'm falling asleep. Hi, Via. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so. I'm pretty sure I will. 'Cause I'm pretty tired at this point. Fuck me! Thank you, Rob. Yeah, now I'm no longer sleepy, so thank you for that hype. Also, I hope you're proud of yourself for making our community deaf. I guess I should start learning sign language, because sooner or later it'll come in handy. Yeah, right? Keep our community inclusive. Make sure we have some deaf people. Not sure that's what inclusivity means, but hey. It is 9:10, but I have been up since 5 a.m. So I am rather tired. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom. Yeah. Can't relax when you're watching a Twitch stream, right? Like, if you're a headphone user, you have to be vigilant. Can't just, you know, chill. Because any moment, somebody might attack your eardrums. Hi, do we have a problem? Thank God. Thank you, Soup. Alright, you guys, that's plenty of flute. Thank you, Soup. Thank you, Root. Thank you, Toast. Love you guys. god, as much as I love that Harry Potter soundtrack, and I think it's such a fucking classic, that flute one is, Hellspawn. Yeah, you see what he did? Oh, we did some singing today, Dennis. Whew, okay. We did some singing, alright. Now I'm gonna boil some water. Oh, bitch, it's heavy. This bitch is heavy. I can see the finish line, but still ahead. You know? So I'm boiling some water and I'm freezing some of these that I just made. And I'm going to pop them in the boiling water for about 7 to 10 minutes, I think. And then we're gonna have some Varenyky and pulmini. Assuming they don't all fall apart. Which hopefully they won't. You're okay, Hype, don't worry. Okay, Nega, I will not curse. Rather, I shall try not to curse. The thing is that this redeem kind of defeats the purpose, because I was not cursing at all. But now that I'm thinking about not cursing, I'm going to accidentally do it. Yeah, it's all about poorly timed jokes, right? That's what life's about. I mean, here pierogies are sold at like normal grocery stores. You don't even have to go to like a specialty store or anything. They're just in the frozen section in a grocery store. I would guess they should have them too. I don't see why LA would have them, but not you, you know? Okay, this one's actually a model Varenyky. This is a proper, pretty, nicely sized and nicely shaped Varenyky. This is me in the world of Varenyks, if you will. Polish cuisine is pretty similar to Ukrainian, and I quite like Ukrainian cuisine, so obviously I like Polish cuisine as well. I'm afraid you might have to make them yourself. Hype. Or go to a Ukrainian restaurant. Although even there they might call them pierogi just because that's what people know them as. Seems a little. Seems a little. I mean, I have to say though, half of the cabbage is gone. So, you know, it's not that much cabbage. I mean, it's a lot of cabbage still. Yep, there you go. There you go, Rob. I buy those too normally. Like, I rarely make them myself because, as you can tell, it's a very laborious process. It's worth it because they come out pretty fantastic when you make them yourself. But it's also like, you gotta have a lot of free time. Look, we're getting so close. Okay, the water's boiling, so I'm gonna grab these and these. Shut the freezer. To the pot or to each other. I'm going to drop a droplet of olive oil because it's somehow supposed to stop them from doing that. Sticking, that is. A little bit of salt. And here. Set a timer for 7 minutes. Yeah. Still not very frozen. Freezer. These are really huge. That's what she said, I suppose. breaded. Stupid. Hello, Duke. What's up? So, again, you can just boil them. You can boil and then give them a little fry with some sauteed onions. Traditionally, you're supposed to give them a little fry, but obviously it's up to you. Even just boiling them is good enough. I do have sour cream on standby. What do you think I'm gonna have Varenyky with no sour cream? What, are you crazy? Absolutely insane. I also have some butter, which you're supposed to put in them once you get them out of the water, so that again, so they don't stick. Brain offline. Put these in here. Why are we discussing virginity of olive oil? You know, virginity is a social construct. Hi. Oh, spooky scary. Alright, are we ready, mister? Sorry guys, I'm just slowly losing my mind. Ooh. So, here, camera. Roll it up. Pelmeni and Varenyky. They're not the prettiest looking ones, to be honest. I probably could have done a better job, but що маємо, то маємо, як то кажуть. Alright, now give me one moment. Get like one of these out of here so I can give it a try. BRB. You see, fellas, on Friday I took over the kitchen, and so nobody gets to eat until I'm done cooking. Alright, let's give it a go. This is what it looks like inside. I don't know if you can really see. I'm gonna get some sour cream on top of this guy and give it a try. And oh, it was worth it. It was worth all my suffering. You kidding me? That is absolutely fucking delicious. Ridiculously good. Okay, the cabbage Varenyky came out perfect. Now let me give a try to this pelmeni. Ooh, smells good. Let's see. Ooh. See, when they're smaller, you can just pop them all in your mouth without cutting them up, but yes. Oh yes. A little big, a little difficult to handle, but delicious. Oh, they're fantastic. See, they could be prettier, but they're delicious nonetheless. All the yes is hype. Especially the cabbage Varenyky. Like the pelmeni tastes like pelmeni. They're pretty straightforward. But the Varenyky are fantastic. No, but I'm doing knife in my right hand. Okay. I'm going to finish this in a moment because it's fantastic. What, do you usually hold the knife in the left hand? Alright. My phone's over here. We're going to roll the credits for everyone who supported the stream today. Appreciate you guys, as usual. I'm definitely an introvert. I like hanging out on stream or on Discord. I don't like hanging out IRL. good news. I'm gonna have this frozen. It's a little bit late right now for her to come over. Because I'm probably gonna go to bed like shortly. But I can treat her to some, perhaps on Monday when I'm off. Alright, thank you everybody for supporting the stream today. I appreciate you guys so much. I am hopefully going to see you tomorrow. And we'll, you know, take it one day at a time kind of thing right now. But I'm intending to... Ooh. Yeah, I'm intending to be here tomorrow. Yeah. So, you know, come hang. Thank you for following, subbing, cheering, gifting, chatting, hanging out, watching me eat. I hope to see you back. If you were gifted a sub or subbed, make sure to sync your Discord on Twitch to get into my sub on your Discord server. We're going to raid my friend Abby Normal, who's a new streamer on Twitch. So check her out, say hi, be nice. Hope you have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and, you know, all that good stuff. Thank you guys.